now UDI is making their own version. There's also a couple other models that are very similar that are going to be coming out soon too. So before we go any further, let's talk about that thumbnail. Now I saw this model on a video. It was very short, quick leak from China, and I was like, what is that? So then I reached out to my Banggood rep and I was like, are you getting these things? Can I get one? And then she came back to me and said, we have one sample, but I've already pretty much given it to Kevin Talbot. And I was like, oh. But there was a caveat to that. If he doesn't want it, you can have it. I was like, okay. And lo and behold, we have it here today. Sorry about your luck, Kev. Don't get me wrong, no beef, he's a cool dude. So before we dive right in, just realize there's a lot happening on this box. First of all, it's UDI Sport, which is obscured by the truck. And it's also called the Radical. And then it's also called two-wheel, four-wheel drive muscle car. It's got a lot of names. The truck looks like an early 1970s Ford F-150. So it looks like they got a rally version of that Charger on the way and then just like a race model. And I like that livery, it's pretty cool. It says I just got the regular version, but I think I got the Pro version. Not a lot of details on this box, but it's got an adjustable rear wing and you can switch it between 2- and 4-wheel drive. It's kind of like an early rendition, like pre-release. This is the only one in North America and maybe even 3/4 of the world. And I got it, I got it, I got it. Too much jibber jabber, let's open it. I just wanted to get a good shot of that box art. Operating instructions. Let's go everywhere together. That's not a bad motto, let's go everywhere together. Whoa, the colors are intense. For American. Wow. Wow. That's pretty cool. Even the little dudes inside are all US of A. Okay, your typical Dumbo RC transmitter with a gyro. Not bad. Hey, that's kind of nice. Like actual full-size Hex drivers. I see it's got protective film and it's buried behind all these screws, so that's going to be a pain to take off, but whatever. There's a lot of molded bits on here and I think it looks really good. Light bar on the top, side view mirrors, fender flares. Oh, it's got rear lights too. Look at all those molded bits. We got a nice rear diffuser. And there's that adjustable wing. Neat. Wow. Oh, it's magnetic. Yeah. Yeah. That's brilliant. Yes, nicely done. And there's a servo. It's mounted to the body. A little spring retention in there. There's a lot to take in right now. That is serious. Look at the detail in that cantilever suspension. Like, that is really cool. Really cool. It feels good too. Yeah, Hobbywing ESC and motor. That's a WP10BL60. Same ESC that's in the H&R Panther. And that motor's a 3652 4500 kV. I love new chassis designs. Like just something so different and new. Nice thick metal chassis and all Hex hardware throughout. And the bumper is actually a bumper. There's no foam there at all. CVDs in the front, dog bones in the rear, but I love that cantilever system. Man, that looks awesome. Feels really, really good. Okay, so I got that figured out. Take that off of there and the battery slides in like, yeah. But you are limited for battery size. 3300 milliamp 2S and it just fits. And the receiver box is tucked right under here. It's probably a bit of work to get at. The wheels feel pretty good and grippy. And the Hexes are little fake plastic brake discs and brakes, but they look great. Ooh, looky, droop screws. It's really hard to see here, but if you look, the driveline is actually up here, then it goes down on an angle, so the differentials are on an angle. It's not like a shift on the fly rear wheel drive, it's actually a physical mechanical connection. Pull that back and now I guess it's in 2-wheel drive. Oh yeah, the front is totally open now. Interesting. But I don't like that mechanism. It feels a little flimsy. So it looks like the whole motor mount transmission assembly can come out pretty easy with just a couple of screws. There's slots on here. You can put in a bigger pinion. I like this. It's like air intake, but really like, how much air intake could that possibly get to cool a motor? I don't know. But it's the thought that counts, right? Check out the rear wing. It's active. It's actually an active arrow. So I was checking out the gyro in the front, but look at the rear wing. It has gyro too. My big brain, you're launching through the air, it's allowing you to fly up, and if you start going down nose heavy, it's gonna act as a dam and like straighten you out? Do you think that honestly would help you with air control? I guess we're gonna find out. Now the older UDIs were famous for just having that red halo, but here you can only turn them off and on. And as for the light bars, you can make them go strobe or off. There's a brake light, and then you got reverse lights. It does have signal lights though. I don't know if that's a deal breaker for you, but whatever. Garish is all get out, but man, it looks pretty cool. It's starting to grow on me. I'm gonna get some 2S, 3S, take it for a rip, see how she does.